Robertson County is on edge this morning, and there's an increased presence of police in White House and schools as the manhunt for an accused police shooter continues. There was a chaotic and intense manhunt last night for Floyd Cook. At this point, these two people, Troy Wayne and Katie McCarty, are in custody. They're known associates of Cook and could have possibly been with him at some point during his run from police. This morning, Cook is still nowhere to be found. Last night, U.S. Marshals tried to stop a car that matched the description released by the Kentucky State Police. As authorities moved in, Wayne and McCarty put up a fight, almost running over an officer. That officer fired shots and then a short chase followed. The car the suspects were driving crashed through a fence into a ravine, and McCarty and Wayne took off. As Sky 5 shows you, there was a massive amount of police, SWAT teams, U.S. Marshals, and a host of other agencies responding. The thick brush made the search tough, but two choppers were brought in using thermal imaging to track them down. After a short time on the run, McCarty was caught. Then a nearby neighborhood was on lockdown as the search intensified there. A woman spotted Wayne in her yard and called 911. Wayne was captured there. Right now, authorities are trying to figure out if these accomplices know where Floyd Cook is. Again, 62-year-old fugitive Floyd Cook is considered armed and dangerous. If you have any information or if you see him, police say do not approach him, just call 911. Breaking news, the father accused of kidnapping his little daughter after killing her mother in Knoxville has been caught, and the little girl is alive. 2-year-old Brooklyn Enix and her dad, Tyler Enix, have been found in Morrow County, Ohio. The TBI reports Tyler Enix is now in custody and Brooklyn is safe. That's all we know right now, but we will be updating this story today on the News Channel 5 network. A disturbing discovery in Sparta where someone stumbled upon their neighbors dead on their front porch yesterday. TBI agents say Jamie Meadows and Andrea White were shot to death at their home on Eastland Road. Right now, investigators say it appears to be a murder-suicide, but an autopsy will be performed today to find out more. Finally, a trial date for the second Vanderbilt rape case is set. Brandon Vandenberg and Corey Beatty will go before a judge and jury here in Nashville on April 4th. The two former Vanderbilt football players are accused of raping a student in an on-campus dorm. A jury from Chattanooga will decide their fate. Prosecutors and defense attorneys will seek jurors the week before. Vandenberg and Beatty were convicted of this crime back in January, but juror misconduct led the judge to dismiss that verdict. Two other defendants in the case, Jaborian McKenzie and Brandon Banks, are still awaiting trial. An organization that handles organ and tissue donation for Tennessee is promising greater transparency following questions raised by News Channel 5 Investigates. For years, prospective organ donors have been told that donation does not disfigure the body, but photos obtained from inside the donor organization tell a different story.
You're trying to portray this as we're going to harvest tissue from this body, but it's not going to change anything, and that just doesn't make any sense.
Bill Williams tells you what you need to know so that your wishes as an organ and tissue donor are respected. Don't miss this special report tonight on News Channel 5 at 6.